This is the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog for the 25th of January, 2022. I'm Scott Allen Miller. Welcome to the show in Las Piñatas, Nicaragua. Today is Tuesday, and we started the day as our first morning, starting off in the new house in León. Very, very cool to get up. First of all, we have a king bed, brand new, really comfy, great air conditioning, big master suite. Wow, we've been gone for 10 months since we left the United States, and even when we were in Texas, living there with our own house, our bed was old. It was a king. We had a nice big master room, but it wasn't the biggest of bedrooms. This one is bigger, I'm pretty sure, and it wasn't the newest of beds. It was easily 10 years old, right? Probably not. It was probably more. And while it wasn't bad, it was not perfect. It was certainly starting to get worn out. This is a nice change to have a brand new bed, lots of space. Like, this is really comfortable. Just to wake up in our new house in León, it was very, very cool. We then went out and hung out for a little bit, made coffee, and just relaxed around the house for a couple of hours. I did some filming and did a time lapse of the street out the front. Followed up with, work on my phone or whatever. I have my laptop with me. Do not have an office set up yet at the house. That's going to take probably a couple weeks until I get everything that I need and really get it set up. But I've got computers there and a battery, and I got to move the screens over and some stuff like that. But it's gonna take a little bit of time. But we've got everything we need, and probably the biggest thing is going to need to be running cables throughout the house to make sure that everything is able to plug in, because I even have phones for the house. So that's great. This was awesome. Starting off the day in the city after walking around and exploring last night was very cool. I had a taxi come and get me in the middle of the morning so that I could head back out to the beach. I've got regular work to do. I'm going to be busy all day just doing work, as I was pretty productive. Got some projects going on and stuff, and we are making an offer on a new employee today, which is always great. Lots going on at the hotel. We're doing tons and tons of background employee stuff or whatever. We had meetings and lots of things going on today, so relatively busy there. Paul had to head in to León again. He is seeing his doctor for a follow-up, and Dominica is spending the entire day at the house, still cleaning and organizing and putting things away, and getting the whole place to be ready to be a house. It really does take a lot. It seems like, oh, you just rent an apartment, you move in, it's nice and casual. It's not. There's actually a lot you've got to do, and we forget because we haven't had an apartment in a really long time, and being that we live so close, and we're just getting a little, it's not like our full lives are moving there, it's just our when we feel like it house. You kind of get this feeling like it's not going to need anything, but surprise, it needs a lot. It needs multiple shower curtains, it needs all the soap, it needs all the paper products, it needs enough so we can bake and cook and store things and work and do photography and just all those things. All of that, just it's a lot of work. Now, I'm pretty sure Paul's going to be finding a pool table, put it into the front salon, because there's so much space that even I'm like, yeah, no, pool table's what goes there. I'm hoping we can also put in a bar, because I think a pool table and bar in the front space will be great. I think the living room space where it is right now is pretty comfy. I think a small sitting room in the empty area is what I'm thinking is going to make sense. A place for the kids to play video games when they're not watching the TV or whatever. A lot of stuff like that, trying to figure out where it's going to go, because we really have a bit of space, but not so much that we're going to just keep wanting to fill it. We got to be judicious, but we also got to plan it out. So I guess that was redundant. We have lots of space, but we still need to be judicious. This evening I had dinner with Alan and Anna, and we talked about that the baseball game, the national finals, are in León. Tomorrow it's León versus Rivas on our home turf. We've not made it to any major sporting event. We did go to see the Lady Eagles play in American football in Managua several months ago, but for the big national teams, we have not seen any of that yet. Alan really wants to go. I'd like to go support León. It is our local city now. We are making a real commitment to being members of the León community, so going to the baseball game, because that is the national sport here for the biggest game of the year. This is their World Series, and yes, you can say World Series because, yes, it's a trademark name, but it is no less or more a World Series as the one in the United States is, because unlike the United States, where American football is the major sport, here baseball is the major sport, and in both cases, the event is simply the local one. So we're going to the Nicaragua World Series tomorrow, we think. We're going to try to get tickets and head in. It's at about 6 o'clock in Leon tomorrow. That's what makes it great. It's on the home turf, and we're, I believe we're the defending champions? No, we're the 2020 champions. 2021, I believe, went to Rivas, and this is Leon versus Rivas. Again, the league here is obviously pretty small. There's Managua, Chinandega, and just, I believe, Esteli, Train de Norte, has a team up there. So it's a relatively small league. I think there's 6 teams, but this is, it should be fun. It's a big thing. It's a big event. Everyone does it. It's very Nicaraguan to do. I have a feeling there will be no extranjeros there. So we're really looking forward. We're hoping we can get tickets and do that. So that is the plan for tomorrow. Today was pretty much a work day. And my guess is if we do manage to go to the game, that we'll be staying in Leon again tomorrow. So far, the cat is doing well. She is still at the doctor, so we've not seen her in several days, but she is eating, and the stitches are healing, and she's doing well. And so the hope is that all is going to be fine there, and hopefully we can see her pretty soon. Luciana and Liesel are both missing her quite a bit. When we have the cat full time, Luciana's like, I can't believe I have to take care of the cat all the time, but they've bonded so much that she's used to having so much time with her that now that the cat is not there, she's like, oh my gosh, I miss my cat. She's used to just having her on her lap all day long, playing with her all day long. So she is ready for her to return, which hopefully she will very soon. That is it for the 25th of January, 2022. I will see all of you tomorrow.